another open style mausoleum, even though I'm not sure if that's really what you call it. But first I wanted to check out this monument over here with the incredible angel statue on it. There's even some, looks like poetry on the back here, incredibly hard to read. We might be able to get a better read of it once I get back to the command center. Wow. So impressive and incredibly clean. And as you can see here, there's room for another burial right next to Billy Lou Wood. And so my guess would be that he was probably married, or she, Billy spelled that way actually could be a female name as well. And so their spouse is probably still living and will be placed in the adjoining vault there. So we got one more mausoleum in this area, and then I think I might actually go and try and find whatever was marked as the Gothic chapel. I think that would be kind of interesting to check out. It doesn't look like, I don't know, this is interesting. I'm not actually even sure what that material is. Really cool looking. Let's see if there is a stained glass window on the back that maybe we can get a peek in. Definitely stained glass window on the back, but nothing that's going to be clear enough to get a glimpse of the interior, although I do love this stained glass window. Well, we can't see all of them, unfortunately, but I did want to check out this really quick. The statue has some interesting symbology. I see the Star of David, which is not unusual, but definitely mixed in with, it looks like, some also Christian symbology, and I'm not really sure what that is on the back. So if anybody knows, put it in comments below, and I'd really appreciate it. Looks like we may have stumbled upon another interesting section here. This is dedicated to, it looks like auto racing. And you can even see here in the middle of the road are some names written in the bricks, and they are listed as the Indianapolis Motor Speedway founders. So it just goes to show you never really know what you're gonna find in places like this, and it's definitely not just for the families. This is a place of history for everybody to enjoy. And so feel free to come out and enjoy these places yourself and see some of the incredible history that is here, including some of history's most famous figures. Again, if anybody out there has not checked out my second channel, make sure you check out youtube.com/mystery, and we do lots of awesome live streams over there. Wow, another really incredible looking mausoleum. I know I say that a lot, but there really is just a lot of work that goes into these places. Well, that was kind of a quick one, but still really cool. And there's another unique, I don't know exactly what you'd call it. Again, they look like vaults. Up here, I would assume that this was a military person being depicted here based on the look of the uniform. You gotta be kind of careful where I point my camera, as there actually is a funeral going on right now for somebody. But again, if you know, make sure to chime in below and let me know. So I've been doing a circle around this military memorial, which I'm including in the President Harrison grave memorial episode, so make sure to check that out. I came upon this very unique structure here. Not a mausoleum, not a headstone, but sort of a mix of the two. It has a really large metal plaque here in the center. And you can see that this is the grave of Dr. Richard Jordan Gatling, the inventor of the Gatling gun, which was pretty much the predecessor to the modern machine gun used by the military to this day. So yet another incredibly famous grave site here in Indianapolis. Across from the military memorial is another soldier's grave. It looks really beautiful. So it looks like they served in the Spanish-American War and fought in the Philippines. That was so cool. I would have actually expected to find that in the military section and not across the street, but it does seem there's a lot of veterans across here. Up here it looks like possibly even a Civil War vet. But pretty worn away. I can see that it was the 78th Infantry, it looks like, so that gives a little clue, but again, infantry has kind of changed in its meaning over the years too, so it's kind of hard to tell. Another really amazing last name. I love that. Blank. Wow. So at one point, oh wow, my camera actually managed to see past. I was surprised. I was not expecting to get any view of the interior at all with the look of the windows. Some of the windows you can see are so corroded that it's impossible to tell. It's almost impossible to get a lower view because the windows anywhere else are just too corroded to see through. But I'm glad to at least get this view of the inside. On the other end, you can barely see through to the stained glass window. But well worth a try. It's still amazing structure. And here's the exterior view of the window we were just looking at there. Directly across the road here and in front of this epic chapel up here is another mausoleum. And the doors on this one are a little bit different. Not that we haven't seen this style of door before, but the coloring on this one is different from most in this location, which I found kind of interesting. And the inside is really immaculate. So let's go ahead and continue down the row here. Wow, I almost like the doors the best out of anything on these structures. They're always so incredible and artistic, and I can only imagine the sheer amount of time that goes into making something like that. And again, not disappointed with the absolutely beautiful stained glass on the inside. And this one is even harder than the previous one to get an interior shot, but a very, very beautiful mausoleum.